Now this area that I'm in now will end up being my carpenter shop in the end, but it won't be that for several years. The reason is I'm moving out of an 1,800 square foot house in Colorado into a 400 square foot living area here. So I've got a lot of stuff to move into a fairly small area, at least until I do the cabin remodel, which is years in the future. So I'm pouring concrete for a slab here, and I actually took advantage of my family being here for a family reunion and to view the eclipse back on April 8th. The camera right now is sitting on a slab that was about half of this room, and then the rest of it I'm doing myself. The part that I'm standing on here was something that I poured about a week ago, and what I have left is the last quarter of this area to do, which I'm going to do today. So you can watch me along with that. I've got everything prepared. When I started this slab, I went to Lowe's to look at the price of wire mesh, and I had sticker shock something terrible. And I got to thinking there were some cattle panels that were put up by the previous owner on this property that really have been in my way for mowing and being able to clean up and such. So I thought, cattle panels are going to be the reinforcement to the concrete in here. Ended up saving me, gosh, a couple $100 and then some. So, well, let's just get started. Well, I am really pleased to have all the concrete in place. That is the last of it, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to sleep really well tonight. Ended up taking 64 bags, which gives me a total of 1,178 bags in the building. So it was less than 1,200 like I thought it might be, but that's still an awful lot of concrete to be pouring when mixing in a mixer with the bagged concrete. I'd say I'm going to sleep good tonight, except that I'll probably be up half the night finishing it. The one thing about putting a vapor barrier below it is the only way for the water to go is up. It can't go down and get evaporated into the soil below. So it often takes a long time for it to set off. So I've got a fan here that I'm going to take and blow on it. I'll go ahead and open the door. Get a little more air circulation in here will help too. But I'll be here finishing for a while, I think. I have all my tools cleaned up. So far, Gabby has been good about staying out of here. I don't know, there's a lot more to tell you. I'll see you in a little while. Okay, I feel a little better now. I got to clean up a little bit, change some clothes, and I'm ready to go. Now, in finishing this, I don't know that it's an art. Some people are better at it than others, but really what you want to do is just to continue going over something until you can really put some hard, aggressive pressure on it without leaving a bunch of lines. And that'll take anywhere from, I don't know, 5 to 8 or 10 hours, depending on the mix and depending on the day. So what I have chosen to do the final finishes is just a magnesium float. And what that will do is that'll give me a finish that isn't smooth like a hard trowel would, but it'll give me something that's relatively smooth. And what I mean is this area is going to be used for a wood shop, so I'll have a table saw in here, drill presses, I'll be pushing on tools. So I don't want a floor that is so smooth that I don't grip when I'm pushing against something, but I want it to be smooth enough that if I want to roll tools around, heavy tools around and stuff, it's smooth enough to do that. And this should give me that. So you saw me as I was pouring it to use that 48-inch wide bowl float. I've had the fan on it, and now we've gotten rid of most of the surface moisture. Over on the left-hand side, it's actually getting hard enough to start finishing over there. What I'm going to do is to put a plank across from the floor here over to the wall on the other side and just crawl out on that and be able to reach everything without having to put on my concrete skates, which are handy, but I don't need them for something like this. I think I'll go ahead and move the camera to where you're looking at me from the side, because anything that I do from this side, if you were, or where the camera's set up now, all you're going to see is my backside. All right, there's not a lot more to show you. I will have to go over this again, probably once more on that half and a couple times on that half over there that's still way too wet to finish. I hope you learned something from it, and if not, I don't know that I was very entertaining, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a couple extra beers, I think, for dinner tonight, just to celebrate my last concrete pour. 1,178 sacks of concrete, I think I said, is what there is in this building now, so I'm kind of proud of it. Anyway, thanks for being here with me. I will see you on the next episode. Goodbye.